All right, hey guys, how's it going? Hope everyone's staying safe. And it's another week, another speech. This week, so we're doing informative. So I would like to inform all you guys about a phenomenon that we see around the world, but most importantly, that we can see right here in San Diego, and that's the red tide. So the red tide happens about once a year here, but all over the world it varies. Some places have it every 10 years or every three. Um, but yeah, for here it's about once a year. And for the past month, you're able to go to the beach and look at the water, and you'll see that it's no longer blue or green, but it has more of a copper or muddy or dirty shade or tint to it. And this is basically just due to an algae bloom. And that's where the amount of algae is so high that the water becomes discolored, and as well as that algae is depleting all the oxygen and introducing new toxins that are harmful to animals and humans. Humans, if you eat seafood that was affected by the red tide. Fortunately for us, unless you were to go and drink the ocean water, which is obviously a bad idea regardless, but the worst case scenario, getting affected by the red tide, is temporary respiratory distress, and that in itself is usually minor and not as bad as what we hear with kind of everything going around with COVID. And the probability of getting sick is very low, so there's not a worry about whether you should go in the water or not. It's more of just it looks dirty, so it's kind of mental. Um, and with that being said, there are positives, and sometimes the red tide can produce, or what I believe is one of the most crazy natural events, or not crazy, but we'll say beautiful. I relate it to seeing the northern lights at night, past sunset, when it gets dark. Um, though the large amounts of algae can get aggravated, and when it does, their cells release a glow, and you can see this again when you aggravate the water by swimming or surfing, just creating a lot of motion, or when the waves crash in itself. This light is it usually glows blue. It lights up the ocean for a second, which is it's super cool to look at. Um, all my life, I've wanted to see the bioluminescent waves, and this year, for some reason, it's very bold. You can see them at almost any beach, and it's normally just in La Jolla or IB where the water's moving a lot. Um, and especially now that the beaches are back open and you can legally go see them, I would definitely encourage everyone to go check it out. I believe it's something everyone should see at least once in their life because it's super cool. But just make sure to stay 6 feet away from everyone because you can't trust other people around these times. Um, yeah, that's it for this speech. Thanks for listening. I'll see you guys next week.